Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Cody here with my boy JohnnyKPicks. Back for another live show. We're going to be going over UFC 278. Got some really good fights on this card. We're going to get to see that Usman Edwards rematch. So, what do you like on this card, Johnny? What do you look for?
There's a lot to like, actually. I mean, there's not. They switched around some of the fights. Actually, real quick, if my mic's too soft or too loud, let me know. I'm having a little bit of issues, so just real quick, say if it's too soft, and I'll turn it up a little bit. But I know they switched around some of the fights now, and now the main event looks like trash. It's like the Pedro Hunsucker fight and the Wu and the other girls fight. They're on the card somehow.
How did that happen? Like, I think they took Romanov off it, right?
Which is not right, because that's a really good fight and should be on the main card. Like, if you're gonna pay money, I'd be mad to see those first two fights. But I mean, overall, this is an okay pay-per-view. It's not the greatest. We've seen better, and we've had worse too. And I think this next one coming up might actually be the worst. So
yeah, I mean, definitely. Yeah, man. We got some people already in the chat, man. We got some of the good people here. We got Fisherman, man. What's up? Can you guys hear me? I need to move my mic up, I feel like.
Yeah, you're good. I can hear you good.
Okay. I did my breakdown video this week, and I had it too low. And then I went and re-listened to it to do the timestamps, man. And I couldn't barely hear much. I mean, I could hear it, but it just didn't sound like with the mic. But yeah, we got Fisherman here. He said water. What's up? We got my boy CJP, my boy Carlos. He said, what's going on, guys? My two favorite MMA cappers for another great show. So let's bounce back from the horrible card last week.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have to bounce back because
yes,
people did well. Let's put it that way.
No, that was my worst card I've had since I've been doing my shows, and even way before that, man. It was all bad. Got our boy James here, Jim and Amy, man. He said, what's up, everyone? How's it going? Ready to talk some fights. Yes, sir, James. He had like, I think a 6 to 8 week streak broken this last, and that's how bad it was, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said luckily the San Diego card passed us. Time to get him this Saturday. Paulo and Pedro Usman. I like that one.
Yep.
I like that one. My boy Carlos said not sipping on anything, Johnny, but definitely rolling up a fatty on this.
There we go.
On some mango kush. Sounds fucking phenomenal.
That sounds delicious.
They got the best names now. Yep, Jim said, Carlos, he said that mango kush sounds great. Got some silver OG kush, which sounds awesome, and some gelato.
All right.
Speaking my language here. We got Papa Chuck said, I can't wait for 278. I will be there in person. Yeah. Nice. Him and Effie, man. Hopefully they get the link up.
That'd be fun, dude.
Yep. Carlos said, no problem. Cody gives me time to roll up. Yeah, I put we was having a little trouble earlier. Well, we got our boy Patrick from Addicted to Combat. So what's up, friends? Like Costa Fight Week.
His live will be on after ours if you guys are interested. I think it's 8:30 tonight on his channel, so check it out for sure.
Okay, yeah, definitely. He's got great information, man. We got Lay from UFC Gambling. What's up, Lay, man? Appreciate you coming by, bro. That is awesome. Definitely gonna have some good tips in the chat tonight. Jim said, gonna be awesome. Everything. Cody and Johnny are two cool dudes, and everyone is trying to help with info so we can all win. Team players. Yeah, that's what these shows are about. Definitely both our communities, and basically they're one. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's what we're about. No really being too mean and stuff. Saba, what's up? I said, what's up, guys? Happy to see y'all back again in time for another good week of MMA. Unfortunately, some heartbreaking news. It's going to be my last live show for a while. Yeah, he's going back to school, start school like college here in a couple days. So that sucks because he's a great guy, great kid, and he definitely knows his stuff, and he's always here supporting it. Oh, my boy Chef Mikey. What's up, Mikey? He said, late again, must have kids. Gives me enough time to twist the cone of OG KZ. It's a win-win, definitely on that, man. Definitely. Yeah, James said, what's up, Lay? They said, hey, amen, James, my bro. Yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome to be able to come in here and talk to Lay because it's hard to be able to talk to him. He's super smart, man. And we need all them tips. Luke, what's up, man? He said, what's up? Y'all, Usman by KO. Let's go. That would be awesome. That would be if Nate can hurt him, you never know, man.
That's true.
Yep. Mikey said, "You lay, what's up?" Said James, what's happening to everybody, man? Let's see, Magic Shrooms. Hey, let's fucking go. Yes, sir. Said all the homies are here. Yep. Great group here. Let's see, we got Saba said, yep, I think they're gonna lose some views now. Let's see, Mikey said, I just ran to the pot shop to buy what would have gotten me 7 to 10 back in the day, as the life's very good. Exactly, indeed. Facts, dude. Let's see. We got Lay said we live. Whoop. See, Justin Liu, he said, I got Romanov, Pedro, and Albazi. You think it'll hit?
Oh,
it should. But them Romanov odds, man, are crazy. I think that's
it still.
It's gonna be a crazy fight. Saba said Boricha by KO. Borin, I can't even say pop. Jesus, man, I can't even talk to him.
Costa.
Yeah, I can't even say his last or his any name. MPTV said, don't know about Santos, my man. Said, I think I have to go with Gordon.
It's a sketchy fight.
Super sketchy. Sophie's here. He said, what's up, bro? Let's fucking go to everybody. Raw Torque's in the building. He said, there will be blood. Let's fucking go. I drink your milkshake. I love that. That show's great, dude. Dirty Red's in the building. Said, dropping sun off, about to get locked in. Thanks for joining. Noel Murphy's here with us. He says, what's going on, boys? Dana White Contender Series stung me last night. I'm even more horny for Costa this weekend. Not double.
Looking pretty good, so.
Dude, that's what I was fucking betting on when I bet him in advance, 2 weeks in advance against freaking Marvin Vettori, dude. I was so mad when all that happened, man.
Yeah.
Got our boy Artem in here. He said, two of the best looking men on YouTube. I'll take that.
I appreciate it. I mean, I'm not that good looking, but I'll appreciate it. I'll take anything from anybody.
Right. Everybody go check out Artem's breakdowns too, man. Great breakdowns, great show.
Great Dana White Contender Series breakdowns as well. Dude,
best Dana White Contender Series breakdowns, to be honest. We got Broken Native. He said, I made it. What's up, Blood? What's up, man? I appreciate you coming here, dude, and joining us. No UFC next weekend, I know.
It's going to suck, but I'm actually looking forward to not doing any research. But we're still going to have a live stream, though. We'll just talk shit and whatever we want to talk about.
Yep. Yeah, man, I'm going to have an early breakdown out a little bit. I'm going to be going to Holiday World, I think it's called. It's over in Indiana. It's in like Santa Claus, Indiana or something. Holiday World. Take my daughter there, go swimming, stay the night. So it's nice to have, after 12 weeks.
I know.
We got Youthforia MG here. He said, Usyk. I love Usyk. Usman parlay -104. That's not bad at all. Jack Banks MMA. What's up, man? He said, first live show. Big fan of both you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you showing up, showing support, man. He said 2 Englishmen going down this weekend. Definitely. If they ain't Patty or Molly McCain, man, they ain't been fighting the greatest lately.
Yep.
Arden said, thanks, man. 4-1, 5-0 on the last 2 days. That's outstanding.
I wouldn't even be close to that. I'd probably be lucky to get 500 if I ever did research on Dana White Contender Series.
Yeah, man. If you can pick them kind of records on Dana White Contender Series, you definitely know your stuff, because it's tough, man. You got to do a lot of research for that. That's why I usually end up putting in, like, if I'm at the casino and I just want to watch it, I throw in a little $50 one where you just look at Tapology and pick the big favorites and then lose because one of them's terrible. Yeah. Let's see. We got a 00 Fisherman, and I don't know if y'all took a peek at UFC Paris, but there's not that many money line bets to make. Yeah, only going to make line on money bet parlay. All the rest going to be over. Yeah, that's how I'm going to start playing stuff instead of putting in a bunch of parlays, because excuse me, I don't usually parlay anything. Like, I built my channel on saying I don't ever parlay, and I didn't forever. But then, I was on a 3-week win streak, dude, and I just get cocky, like, oh, just doing this, because I had 5 bets in last week, and 4 of them were parlays. Like, and usually at most I want to pick two great favorites, or who you could think's gonna win. But yeah, man, last week freaking tough.
I almost feel like the bookies make you do parlays with the lines. You have to get those lines, the favorite lines early, and then wait later in the week for the dog lines, because you have to parlay the. I mean, if you go now and you want to do like Maverick and Usman, you're going to get like minus 200 for both of those. So you have to even do to get plus money. It's weird.
Yeah, man. Lines have been going out of. It's like every UFC card's a UFC London card now. Like I believe Effie, we were talking to him in the chat. Somebody in one of our chats messages was saying that it's basically like you should never have a UFC line where somebody's minus 900 to the other guy, because it's like PF. There shouldn't be another dude in the UFC that's getting lined up with another guy that's that bad. So, but yeah, we'll see. One more before we start too. My boy BCS Express Eric's here. He said hello. He said so card coming up. Lots of landmines once again. Lots of fights. Absolutely not worth betting on. Yeah, for pay-per-view too. It's crazy, man. It's definitely not the best one. So, but yeah, man. Let's get into this first fight. I'll let you start this one off. My order is always a little different, but I got Miranda Maverick.
Let's start out with the main event. Let's go.
First fight is Paula Costa on the prelims. First fight of the card, but I'm starting it with Miranda Maverick and Shanna Young.
Yeah, I got Maverick here all day. I think she's just the better fighter everywhere. It might be a little bit close on the feet, but I still like Maverick. She's got decent power, decent striking. I like her wrestling and grappling when she uses it. And I think she will use it in this fight. She used it in her last fight against Mazo, got a good submission, she looked really good. I like Maverick as a prospect. I think she's really good, like I said, but she just needs to hone in. She's young still. She looked bad against Blanchfield, I know, but this is not Blanchfield at all. And, yeah, she should dominate this fight. I'll keep this one short, but I got Maverick in a parlay. I got her at like minus 400 odds, and now she's at like minus 500. So
that's decent.
Another little sneaky prop I really like, and I probably will throw in my prop parlay that I usually do, is I'm going to put her by submission. I don't know the line yet for that, but I'm going to do it no matter what.
I like that. I'm with you on that. I'm all over Maverick in this. I think she's the better fighter everywhere. Shanna Young does have decent striking, long striking. She's going to be bigger. She's 4 inches taller, but actually Maverick has a 0.5 inch reach advantage. But striking could be kind of even, but I like Maverick's power. She has really good power. She has good striking. But yeah, when it comes down to it, I think that she's going to do. They've already fought one time, and Maverick was able to take her down. At first, Maverick, if you watch that fight, she was getting jabbed up a little bit. But this was also Maverick was like 20 years old. Sure. But he was able to land the takedown and get that rear naked choke in the first 2 minutes 35 seconds of that fight. And I don't see it being much different here. I see her being able to do that in the second round. They've probably both gotten a little better. I would say Maverick's gotten a lot better since then. So, yeah, man, I'm going to take Maverick by domination. Anytime it's on the feet with girls, obviously they're both going to be throwing punches. Neither one of them should be too dangerous like that. They both come from, like, wrestling backgrounds like Shanna Young did. So I think Maverick, like I said, Shanna Young, first round might be a little back and forth. Maverick could get to takedowns and beat her up, wear her out a little bit. And then by the second round, kind of – because Shanna Young she's been finished in 2 of her 4 losses, but she also has that loss on the Invicta. Like it was like a tough type show for girls. And that's where Miranda Maverick choked her out. So really she's been finished 3 times in her career. And I see the 4th one coming here because she, once she starts getting dominated, she looks for a way out. But I bet this, I took the I took the under 2.5 rounds for plus 120. And just in case, something happens where Maverick slips on a banana peel on some submission or something, which I don't see happening, but it covers both. And like I said, man, Maverick should get this done in the first round, but if she doesn't, she'll wear down on Young in the second. And then if she doesn't get the finish in the second, which, like I said, I think it happens in the first, she definitely can in the first 2.5 minutes of the third. So that's that.
Yeah, I just don't see Maverick losing this fight. But then again, I said that last week about Loopy, so.
Right. Well, I mean, of course, if Miranda Maverick tries to strike with her the whole time and doesn't use any grappling, then that could definitely happen here. The hell is Loopy doing? You know what I mean? He shot 2 takedowns, and you average like 10 a fight takedown attempts.
And like those takedowns were bad. Like they weren't even good takedowns. So she's way better than that.
And the thing is like she tried him in the first round, and that's when Angela Hill is super strong. You know what I mean? So she probably took Hill down, felt Hill was strong, didn't think she was going to be able to hold her down and do anything. But you got to keep doing that against Hill, like Jenna Vernaroba did. And you just taking her down, and eventually she slows down and accepts that takedown. But Because that's what I was saying, man, about asking that question on Twitter about Lupi and Verna Jandiroba, because I feel like Jandiroba could probably out wrestle her, and she has like world class jujitsu where she can easily catch Lupi. And then on the feet, it's kind of even. You seen Lupi, but man, that was terrible fight IQ. It was the worst. I didn't even have a bet on her, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it wasn't great. Let's put it that way. I wasn't like, I watched that fight and I was getting so mad. I didn't watch it live, but like I rewatched it when I got home, and I'm just like, I don't even want to watch the rest of the fight. It was that bad.
Terrible. It was definitely terrible. Bad fight IQs.
Yep.
O'Day was the only one worse, man.
Yep, that's true. Only one. I was in shock when I actually saw it live, and I'm just like, oh my God. Not live, but when I watched it, I'm sorry.
I don't even know what happened.
I literally blacked out.
He did too he deserved that whole right hand too. Not to be mean, but all you had to do was stay away from that. But Artem said Maverick first round finish. I'm feeling that. Fisherman said Maverick by finish. Loving it. Saba, Maverick by submission. Magic Shrooms, Maverick by first round sub. I'm loving this, man. Carlos said Maverick all day. She's on my parlay with Costa and Usman. Y'all think it hits? I love that one.
I feel good about that one.
Yeah, definitely. James said Maverick gets the nod, and she should. Yeah. Artem, Maverick should slide into my DM.
She's a married woman, Artem.
Did you see what she said to Molly McCann? Molly McCann, when McCain said that, she's like, I'll fuck anybody in that cage. Or she said something like that. And then Maverick's like, I don't know, I'm pretty good on top. So Sophie said Maverick all day. Artem said they have fought before and Maverick won by first round sub. Yep. And that's what's because you got to know that Maverick knows that's the way to do this. You've already done it. Just take the easiest path to victory, dude. Go get it done. Take no risks. You know, you see people.
If Maverick is by sub is plus 160, I'm taking that all day.
Yeah, like if you're Maverick, you don't want to go out there and be like, I want to get some rounds in this and that, because you're seeing people fucking blow their knees out and like their elbow or shoulders going out for no reason. Like you need to get in, be as healthy as possible, take her down, choke her out, man. Saba said Maverick by sub plus 160. That's a good line.
I like it.
That's what you're gonna bet, Johnny? You said?
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in my like prop parlay that I usually do. I usually find like 3 props I like, and that's gonna be one for sure.
Excellent. James said Artem analysis. Hi Artem, good job on Contender Series. Thanks for the info. Yep.
Ignition Artem, look at that.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, dude, he is like the best. He puts in a lot of work, man. Great dude. Yeah. Sure. So thank you. Fisherman said, let's hope she doesn't pull a loopy. Yeah, it's like pulling a Sean Strickland now. In women's MMA, it's called pulling a loopy now.
Oh my God.
Pull a loopy, man.
I'll be angry if Maverick does that. I probably will. I say this every week, but goddamn, I will never bet women's MMA if Maverick just pulls a loopy.
Do not do it. Bro, I'm so pissed, man. Last week I went 3-4 on my women's MMA picks with loopy in there. And that was my only loss, man. And I cashed in that catch aware. That's how bad my week was. I went 0-4, but I'm going to count that as 0-5 because I cashed in a fucking $220 winning bet. Like, and dude, I didn't even think the casino was going to let me because usually they make you wait a week after it was canceled, and that fight wasn't canceled. And yeah, man, it was all bad last week, dude.
It's like you couldn't do anything right one of those weeks, you know?
Exactly. And it should have been the best week. Didn't have no bad juju on our bets or nothing. None of them. Still the worst week ever. Maybe we need the bad juju on the other bets to make us win.
You need the juju somewhere. We not be there.
Some inside. Yep.
People know.
Yep. Raw Torque. Artem, just sub to your channel. Appreciate your contender. Yep. Everybody should do good stuff, man. Everybody with Lay's channel, obviously everybody knows Lay, man. Lay got some good information. Super well thought out. And the odds and the percentages he uses and stuff are different. Yes. Good, lots of stats. Artem said, thank you. Sophie said, don't get me started on Loopy. Yep. Loopy has burned us twice. Now fade her forever unless she's fighting somebody she wrestles. But is she going to wrestle him? You know what I mean?
Wrestle. That's what she's really good at. She's a decent striker, and it's getting better. But you can't fall in love with your hands yet. I mean, you're probably one of the better wrestlers in that division, actually.
Dude, after her last fight with Carnelosi, I'm like, dude,
world class.
Yeah, like, dude, she's a problem. And then you come out, and the way to beat Angela Hill, try to take her down, wear her out.
Game plan, and she didn't do any of it.
Yeah. You said, as a tip, fight night cards, more dogs win than pay-per-views. Fades hit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And the pay-per-view. Yep. That's dude, I love these pay-per-views, and that's why I feel like I win on them a lot. Is because, like, when you get a lot of veteran fighters, it's easier to pick these fights because, like, they're veterans. I've seen you fight 18 times. I know what I'm gonna get. You know what I mean? I know you're gonna come in and do this. Like, and it makes it way easier to predict the fight than when you come in and you just got like lower level people. But I don't know, man. I just think Lupi felt like she couldn't take her down.
Well, like, the funny thing about it was, I use that same strategy that you do too. But last week, like, we knew those fighters. Like, there wasn't
right.
And they all just like took a shit. It was weird.
The weirdest, like, it was just one of them. It was like, it felt like UFC Columbus all over again to me, but even worse.
100%, even worse, 100% worse.
It was just, yeah. Let's see. Since when has Maverick been married?
It's fairly recent. My wife told me because she follows her on Instagram. So
okay. I think even some white belts in my class could have beat Bruno. So yeah, I don't understand. The only thing, man, is the only thing that I can think on the Silva is that them Gerard was hitting him with some solid ass body kicks, and I think that's the only thing that could have zapped him. It made no sense, dude. You've seen him go hard with a lot of people, dude, and then he fucking was swinging at air. He looked like James said, a rookie, dude.
Yeah, I mean, the Alex Pereira fight, that was amazing. He didn't win, obviously, but he looked really good, and he was not the better fighter that night, but he put on a really good show, really good showing, and he did well. But not even close to what he did against Alex Perrin. And Perrin is way better striker. Come on, guys.
Way better. It didn't even make sense. Like, and he was chasing Mershard around the ring. And he was stopping the takedowns. Once he started stopping the takedowns, I'm like, all right, we're good. And then I'm like, oh shit, he don't know how to fight. I'm like, what's going on? Like, fucking terrible. And dude, the thing is I would have won plus 2.5 units if he won. My whole night was him in two parlays some way. I don't even know. I don't even usually do two parlays, let alone put two dudes in the same one. But yeah, man. Fisherman said he's got Maverick by finish. Carlos said Johnny and Cody, what spots sports book to use? I look at my bookie for lines.
I use DraftKings and Caesar Sportsbook. I don't know if that's available in a lot of states though, but I know DraftKings is like everywhere.
Right. Yeah. Lay said, I agree with Johnny. If Maverick loses, I'll never bet women's MMA again.
And I'll say it right now. I know Weili and Esparza just got announced. I will not bet that fight if Maverick loses. And I know who's going to win. I will not do it.
Right. What do you think the line will be on that?
It's got to be at least minus 200 for Weili. And that's being generous.
Right. Yeah. Joe
Esparza looked like garbage, and so did Rose, but I mean, you have to give Zaylee the clear 2-1 favorite, or maybe even 3-1.
Right. I mean, I feel like she can stop the takedown, but fucking Rose was taking her down. You know what I mean? So that's something. Maybe we have to see what that line is, but yeah, I definitely favor Weili. Sam said that. Bodo 650 said, I said last week, I wouldn't ever bet women MMA if Lupi lost. And yeah, I had a Maverick.
I did the same thing. But don't worry about it. We're all there.
Yeah. Lay said Shanna Young getting duster rated. Let's fucking go. Yeah. It's just gonna be the second time of that. All right. Let's see. Saba said, Lay, me only European fellow here. I think we got some more. There might be some more.
Saba's European.
Yeah, what Saba was saying that to Lay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Saba said, Bodo, at least Hill got a lot of experience though, whereas Shayna Young is just a dosser. Tyson Fury style. Get to say a dosser. I wish I could speak the good English with the good English accent.
I wish I can speak English as well.
Right. I can't even barely speak English tonight.
I know.
Broken American. Probably, yeah. Yep. You said Bruno shocked me. real quick. We'll go. Mr. D said, "What's up, guys?" Bruno Silva looked like he humped a Tijuana donkey after downing him. He was on the Paulo Costa thing, dude. Paulo, the red wine.
Probably, yeah. I was gonna say he drank too much wine.
Yeah. No crap. Yeah, he did. He did, man. Lay said Bruno felt like he put his whole bank account on GM3 third round submission. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, we'll move along. Next fight I got up here, which like I said, these could be a little out of order, but men's lightweight division got Jared Gordon versus Leandro Santos. And this should be a good fight. It's weird, man. I really like Leandro Santos here because I'm not that impressed with Jared Gordon at 155. Not that impressed with his wrestling. I love his cardio. His boxing's all right. He has really no power or nothing, no finishing ability. But Leandro Santos, like, he fights good. Like, if you watch him fight Grant Dawson, granted he's older, he's 42 years old. If you watch him fight Grant Dawson, he stopped all of Grant Dawson's takedowns in the first and second round, actually landed one of his own and was beating Grant Dawson, I thought. And Grant Dawson's a stud dude at 155. And then when he slowed down a little bit in the third, Dawson was able to land the takedowns, but he survived and got knocked out with that crazy hammer fist with 1 second left, in the third round. But I think he could have won that fight. And I think in this fight that Jared Gordon's been knocked out 4 times. And they're most of them at 155 too. At 145, where he was kind of a weight bully, he never even made weight down there. His chin held up a little better. But I think Leandro Santos could knock him out in the first round. And I also think that Leandro Santos could win the first 2 rounds, keep the fight standing, win the first 2 rounds, and then survive the third. Because like I said, Jared Gordon ain't much of a finisher. Only thing that scares me for this fight, I didn't bet it at all, but the only thing that really scares me about this fight is it's in Utah and it's like 5,000 feet above sea level. So that's definitely going to even hurt Santos's cardio a little more. That's what really kept me from actually putting the bet on him as a big underdog because I think he's good, man. He's going to have a huge size advantage, 3 inches of height, 8 inches or 7 inches of reach. That's huge. But yeah, man, I'm actually going to take Leandro Santos as a pick because I think he could even stop. I mean, he hurt Clay Guida, and I forget what ref it was like, hit him one more time, make sure he's dead, because he hit him with like a 50 piece. Clay's just on the corner, and then obviously gassed out and got killed. But yeah, man, give me Santos. I think he can get this. I think he could even win a decision. So, but no bet on it. No bet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not touching this fight for bets, but I was kind of going back and forth because I like Santos early, and if Gordon can survive the first round especially, I think Gordon will win. So it just really depends on, do you think Santos can finish him in like the first round and a half, or do you think Gordon can survive and maybe win a decision or maybe even a late round finish? Because Santos does gas just a little, as the fight goes on. I ended up going with Gordon. I think he's pretty tough. I know he's been finished a few times in his career, but I think he can at least go 1 round, and that's the dangerous round. I think he can do that. And then if he does that, he can use his wrestling. He's going to have to be really careful, though. Like I said, this is just a really sketchy fight.
Right.
I'm going with Gordon. It's just like that was my first initial pick. But I wouldn't be surprised if Santos gets like a finish, like an early finish, or maybe even like a decision win, like you said. It's going to be a really close fight. I don't like the odds where it's at. And if anybody wants to bet on Santos, just a flyer, that's a great bet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen some people did because he was started at minus 260 and he's down to minus like 225. Yeah. I like it, man. I'm telling you, I don't know many 155ers in the UFC that Jared Gordon should be minus 300 over. You know what I mean? He's good. He's a good, solid fighter. He's good everywhere, but he's not like dangerous. And been knocked out 4 times, dude. Leandro Santos is dangerous with his hands. Even being a little older, he was like 39 when he knocked out Stevie Ray. You know what I mean? He had Clay Guida dead to rights. Like, if you think about it, which is what I was thinking about, that I wanted to bet this dude, is if he didn't lose the last second hammer fist to Grant Dawson, and the ref stopped the fight with Clay Guida, he's on like a 9-fight win streak over some decent fighters, man. So I think Clay Guida and Jared Gordon would be a good fight. You know what I mean? That would be a good fight. That probably would have made more sense than this, but yeah, I'm taking Santos. You got Gordon, but no bet.
No bet, and I'm not like super confident either. Like I said, initial like gut reaction was like Gordon. Right. I still think he wins. He can. I mean, it's just really tough to pick this one. This is definitely like a stay away. There's not really even an angle I like unless you want to do like a dog or pass. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way I just could never see laying 300 on Jerry Gordon, not being knocked out 4 times.
Nope.
Patrick from Addicted to Combat said you better put some respect on my boy Gerald's name, and I am, man. I always liked him, but I just thought Bruno Silva was a savage. But no, man. I respect the shit out of Gerald Meerschaert. He's tough as shit, dude. Because he did take some shots in that fight too. His chin held up. It's not like Bruno. So yeah, man, definitely everybody got to put some respect on his name for sure, man. Noel said UFC gambling addict says smoke break. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. You said I bet on the wrong female Mexican fighter. Oh yeah. Dude, that other girl, I think she might be able to beat Loopy up. If her takedown defense is good enough, Yasmin.
Oh, okay.
Dude, both them girls are savage.
I know. And the funny thing not the funny, but the other girl, Lucinda, whatever her name was,
too. Yeah. That's crazy. She said she'd been fighting since she was like 14. And you can tell, dude, like, bro, she was getting hit with the biggest shots in the world and just firing back. Like, that's a bad mother. That's a bad mofo. Like, when she was taking bombs, bro, and then firing right back and hitting, and that's when you know that's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, I actually like really love that, like watching that fight, and it was really close. But I mean, yeah, I still think Yasmin won, but man, the Lucinda girl is really good.
And that's what was crazy, dude. Watching that fight, I'm like, holy shit! I'm telling my girl, I'm like, come watch this. I'm like, these girls are fucking banging, dude. And then I'm like, that's fight of the night. These girls, I'm like, that money's gonna change their lives because they're from different like countries. Yep. That's a lot of money. And next fight was Onama and Landwehr. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. But I'm sure they both still got, all of them should have got bonuses, you know. Yeah. But yeah, Fisherman says skip this fight. Santos has half a round of cardio. Artem says, yeah, well, yeah.
I give him 1 round.
That might be enough for Gordon, though, man. He said, I think Gordon by close decision, but have no bets. Carlos said that.
That's what I think. It's a very close decision.
Yep. Got our boy Effie here from Any Action Sportscast. Any Action MMA, man. Go check out his channel, too. He's on like a 6-fight win streak before last week, which killed everybody. So. Yeah, but James said Nate the Train was easy money. Should have been a unanimous to say, yeah, that was so weird. Yeah. Mikey said Jared Gordon should skip the public speaking. What a dick knows. You see him? He recently tackled some dude that had a bat on him or something, tried to hit him with a bat. Okay. Herb Dean, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. He said, how many units we throwing on Ponzinibbio to beat Lawler?
At least one. At least I like Ponzi there.
Freaking love Ponzi. I mean, he just went, life and death with Jeff Neal. Could have got that win, and
he won that, but we won't go down that route again.
Right. Saba said I'm on Jared Gordon, but not very confident. I like the dog, Cody. James said got lucky on Nunes, a split decision plus 1,200, only $5, but it was sweet. Hell yeah, that's a good win right there. UFC said Herb is the gold standard. He said if it's less than 70%, minus 233. It's probably worth playing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. James said. He said, Herb, my homie, how's it going, man? Hope you hit big Saturday. Hey, how do you guys do that? Where you highlight somebody's name, like in a chat when you're chatting with people? I see people do it for me, and I always got to type people's names.
Do you have to put like the @ ?
Oh, is that what you do? I'm gonna start doing that because people do that to me. And I don't know how to do it back.
Start typing the person, and it should like come up automatically. And you click it, and then you could go.
Oh, okay, all right.
I think.
Learn something new every day, man. I'm an '80s baby. I don't know too much of this.
I'm an '80s baby too, but you know how it is.
a little younger.
Mid '80s.
Yeah. Addicted to Combat said, I'm on the plus 260 Santos half a unit bet. And plus 260, and that line dropped quick.
Yep. It's worth it. I mean, this is going to be a real close fight. And plus 260 for a real close fight is awesome.
And you're getting the more dangerous fighter, too. Yep, you know what I mean? Like club and sub. Dude, Santos' striking's good, and he's going to be so much bigger. That 7-inch reach, if Gordon can't get that takedown in them first 2 rounds like Dawson couldn't, he's going to win them, too. Fisherman Betway got a promotion this week. They'll give you back your money if your parlay at maximum 25 included a bet from UFC 278 and Usyk special. Oh, no crap. That's pretty cool. Free money a little bit. Addicted to combat said it. Staying away from this fight. Yeah. Matthew Nunnery, what's up? Thanks for joining us. Said Santos is a good DK play in tournaments because there's not really a lot of good cheap dogs, it seems like. Yeah. Yeah, for DraftKings, what fight was I thinking? There's somebody that's a big favorite that I was looking at for that. You always pick like usually, well, not Shanna Young, but you pick. I like to pick whenever I do that is like last week I had a fucking lineup set up and I didn't turn it in, and I had Angela Hill because I knew even in a loss she wasn't going to get finished, and she was super low, on DraftKings, and I knew even in a loss she gets like 40, 50 points. So
yeah,
I'll try to look at that, but I think Santos he definitely be a good underdog bet on that. Because he's not getting finished. He should go out 3 rounds.
Yeah.
It's also crazy. Santos beat Thiago Santos back in the day on the Ultimate Fighter show at 170. Thiago Santos used to fight at 170.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. He said everybody. Arden said everybody beat Thiago back in the day. Yeah, Vicente. Yeah, that was crazy.
Or Thiago, I'd say.
Eric Spicely hit him with the freaking triangle. Yeah. Yeah, Lay said Lucindo going to make us money for sure. Definitely.
Give her a couple years.
Yeah. I hope they don't move her up too fast.
No, hope not either.
Said, Noel said, Mike Martin, if you're not smoking, but you're still here, AAA, man, hell yeah, G. Oh, Mikey's smoking. Mikey's definitely smoking. Lay said, what's up, Noel? All right, boys, real quick. Let's see. Let's get to the next fight real quick. Fight number 3, I'm going to let you start this off, is in the men's flyweight division. We got Amir Albazi versus Francisco Figueiredo.
Okay. I'm going to go with Albazi here. I think he's a little bit better everywhere. He's a better striker for sure. Grappling might be close, but I would still give him the edge. Wrestling, probably close to, I know, but I think the clear advantage for Albazi is going to be on the feet, and I think that's where he's going to be able to outpoint him, maybe get a knockout. I don't see a submission or anything, but I think this fight will go the distance. They're both pretty tough, and I'm a little my one little red flag about Albazi is he hasn't fought in about a year or a year and a half, so I don't know how he's going to look when he comes back. He might be better, he might be worse, who knows, but I think he'll be able to win at least a couple rounds and get this to decision. I have him in a parlay. I think like minus 375 or 380 range, but
that's good.
I like him a lot. He's actually, I think he's really good everywhere. He's a very solid fighter, but Figueiredo's pretty good too. I don't want to discount him. I know everyone's like, oh, he's trash, but I think that's because they only think of his older brother. His older brother's way better than him. I'll admit that, but he's not. This guy's not a trash can. I mean, he's actually pretty decent. But Albazi's better though. Yeah,
definitely. Super well rounded. I'm with you. I got Albazi in the only parlay that I put in with 2 other people. But I like him, dude. He's really well rounded. He's pretty mean. I like to watch. His first fight when he choked out in the UFC, he choked out Malcolm Gordon. Which was nice because he actually got the takedown, was on top, and then was in the middle of getting reversed when he hit the triangle. Super good jiu-jitsu. He's a finisher too. I don't know if he'll finish this fight, but he's got 5 submissions with 4 different subs. So I like that, man. The dude's got great striking. You've seen he's tough. He has great cardio. Fought Master Zilgauskas in his last fight and went 3 tough rounds. Won all 3 of them pretty convincingly. So Francisco Figueiredo, on the other hand, decent striking. He's got some finishes on the regional scene, but nothing that's really impressed me. He doesn't seem like he hits very hard. Wasn't able to get Jerome Rivera out of there. Wasn't able to get Malcolm Gordon out of there. You know what I mean? And them 2 dudes are super chinny. But good offensive and defensive wrestling, and good grappling. But I think Albazi is going to be better everywhere in this fight, to be honest. The striking is going to be better. The cardio is going to be better. That's another thing. Figueiredo, is cardio suspect. And like I said, we're going to be 5,000 feet up in Utah. So I'm taking Albazi. I'm taking him by decision, but maybe he could catch him in a sub, or he could even drop him. Figueiredo has been finished two times, I believe. So he may be able to get the finish, but I'm going to be leaning by decision. And I got him in a parlay. I think I got him at minus 360. Put it a couple weeks ago, but which is good because I don't even know if I would have put one in on this one if I didn't already have that one in there. But so yeah, man, I'm with you on Albazi too.
Yeah, I like him.
Let's see. Bunny Hunter 09 said, I think I'm doing a $20 parlay Usman Rockhold and Tybura. That online is allowing it.
We're gonna win like $3,000.
Yeah. That's a tough one. Like Tybura, bro, is going to have big problems. He's so small.
Yeah.
And when he starts getting fucked up, he can't go to his wrestling like in Ghana. You know, he's just gonna have to start dude. Francis or Gon, dude, is literally one of the best heavyweight fighters I've ever seen in my life. He was on his way to just working over in Ngannou until he started wrestling. But
until he didn't want to get up in the 5th round and try to and then he got reversed.
Fucking heel hook.
He tried for he got don't bring it up.
Right. Thanks, Bunny Hunter. Yeah, but I mean, dude, I like the odds on it, man. If you feel like that's who's winning, definitely go with it because your gut.
Odds are gonna be crazy, so it's worth a flyer.
Yeah, that would pay good. Yeah. Mike said Mikey's smoking right now. Yeah, I knew it.
Knew it.
Artem said Albazi lock. Yeah, I like him as one of the favorites. I like him a lot. Don't want to hear the name Vicente again. Yeah.
I don't either.
So said Albazi out there. Hey, real quick, everybody, we got like 41 live viewers here. Can everybody go hit that like button for us, man? Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody stopping out. But yeah, man, if you're having a good time, definitely smash that like button for us. Magic Shroom said Albazi either 3rd round sub or dominant decision. Yep, exactly. Carlos said, let's go Albazi. He said he's in one of my parlays, money line. A little scared from the layoff though.
That's the only thing for me too. Is just I don't know what he's going to look like, so you're just taking a guess at this point.
Right, but it wasn't really like injuries and stuff. He had a couple fights lined up that were like Tim Elliott. I believe he pulled out of that one. He had another fight with somebody else lined up too that they pulled out of, and they were both pretty tough fights, man. I'm high on this kid. I'm pretty high on this kid for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Arden said Albazi has way better grappling, multiple times Swedish BJJ champ. Yeah. Albazi submission. Definitely. I mean, you know,
I think Figgy can defend submissions though, but I mean, it's a possibility. I would say decision would be my first pick, and right. I kind of want to say knockout would be my second. I think he's way better on the feet.
Yeah. Malcolm Gordon's a black belt, like a solid black belt, and he was able to submit him, so you never know. And Figgy's been submitted. I was looking on his Tapology, and he got submitted back in the day, and the name of the submission is, I don't even know what the fuck it said. It said like Kamakuji, something weird, something I ain't never heard of.
Kamikaze submission.
Yeah, it was something weird. I would like to see it. The lesser Figueiredo. We can't call him the Figueiredo. If he wins, definitely. Never can. He might be getting a shot at his brother. What if him and his brother fought for the title? That'd be funny. He gets the KO quick. Couldn't get Jerome out of there. Exactly. That's what I was saying. So he ain't very dangerous, man. So what's the biggest dog of the card? Martin Tybura.
There's a few live that could hit. Yeah.
Yep. Everybody finished it.
Sure.
Yep. Let's see. Sophia lost to Malcolm Gordon. Not a good look either. No, he gassed out a little bit, and that wasn't even at in Utah or Colorado or something like that. He said, I'm calling it an underdog due to win in the next 2 weeks. So either it happens this week or happens in Paris. Yeah, definitely. The underdog's been barking, man. Let's see. Bigger than Hunsucker. Let's see. Papa Chuck. A good unders parlay, Miranda Young plus Woodson Sedana plus Albazi Figueiredo, all under 2.5 round. Yeah. And all of them definitely got chances to finish.
Yeah.
Everybody in there fight their opponents, gas out. Every single one. Young gasses out. Sedana gasses out. Figueiredo gasses out. Yeah. And they're at altitude.
We'll get to the Woodson Saldana fight, but I like that one under a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Raw Torque put it up. Kata got me.
I don't know.
That sounds nice. That sounds like it hurts. You know what I mean? The fucking, what is that? Somebody's got to figure out what that is, dude. Somebody has to. UFC Lay said, Luke said, what's up? After last week, anything goes. Yep. Noel said, I'm loving Lusa and Aldo as dogs this weekend. Boys, he said, have Leo Santos fight. I always call him Leandro, and it's Leonardo, dude. I can't stop doing that. and cut the inside. It won't change in my brain. And I tried it, and it's like my brain's like, no, his name is fucking Leon.
That's the best, though. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. BCS Express. Somebody put on my one thing. They're like, I love how you say surnames. I say words ridiculous, man. Gotta blame my mom for that. She don't talk real good either. Right. BCS Express is Bunny Hunter, sizable underdogs win on nearly every card. Yeah.
Yep.
Saba, get out of here, Saba, with that. Get out. Dude, if Hunsucker wins, then yeah, dude.
It is what it is.
Nobody I don't want to hear nobody say they can predict anything if Hunsucker wins, man. But it's scary because a knee could go out. Yeah, here we go. Let's go to the next fight. We got fight number 4 in the men's welterweight division. AJ Fletcher and Ange Lusa. Is this one on me?
Yeah, it's you.
Man, this is going to be a good fight. Both these dudes are good. Both of them are pretty well rounded. I think AJ Fletcher, to me, he's a little more explosive. I think he should have the better wrestling, and a little bit of a power advantage. He's going to be at a reach disadvantage. I think, what is it, 7 inches? So that's a pretty big reach disadvantage for when they are striking. But yeah, man, I'm pretty impressed with him everywhere. I'm pretty impressed with Ange Luce too, man. He trains at a good at Sanford, Killcliff now. Really, really nice striking. If you watch him, it's weird. If you watch him early in his career, he just used to come in and run at people and go crazy and try to get him out of there right away, take him down, just throw haymakers. I was watching him fight, I believe, in like Russia somewhere, and he was doing that and got the win. But now he fights a lot more calculated, slows down. He has nice fast leg kicks, really nice fast jab and double jab. I like that. He uses that reach. Decent offensive and defensive grappling. You don't really see him getting taken down or held down. He landed a couple takedowns on actually the one time he got Jack Della Maddalena down, almost got him in the arm triangle. That was on a slip, really. But I like him, man. I just think he's low output. I think that this fight's going to be close. I didn't end up betting it. I do favor AJ Fletcher because I think that he does have the better wrestling, and if he can get it to the ground, he's got pretty decent jiu-jitsu. And he put up a really good fight on short notice to Matt Semmelsberger. And Matt Semmelsberger, I mean, obviously he didn't look the best against Morano, but he was just out-experienced, out-veteraned there. But he looks pretty good. I would probably favor Semmelsberger pretty good against Ange Lusa. So I'm gonna take Fletcher, but I didn't bet him, and I'm not like super confident. It should be a close fight, and I know a lot of people probably on Lusa as a dog this week, and I can't blame them. So, but yeah, Fletcher's my pick. No bet.
Yeah, I got Fletcher as well. I don't have a bet on this fight. I think it's going to be too close, but the one bet that I might play would be the over. I just like Fletcher's wrestling. I think he's going to use it a lot in this fight. He used it a lot in the Semmelsberger fight. I think he should have won that fight, but he had some stupid fight IQ in the 3rd round that made him lose.
Right.
And, I mean, Luce is good. He's a good striker. Like you said, he's a little low volume, but he's got that reach advantage, which will be huge in this fight. But if Fletcher can use his explosive takedowns and get this fight to the ground, which I think he will, he can tire out Lusa too. And Lusa starts to slow down as the fight goes on. I think I already said that. But yeah, I like Fletcher here, but I'm not going to bet it. I think it's going to be really close. It might end up being like a split decision kind of thing. But the over, though, I think that's the best angle to play in this fight. I don't know what the odds are, but that's something I might do, but I'm going to go with Fletcher as well. I like his wrestling. I think that's going to be the biggest key in this fight.
I was looking at that over too, because I mean both these dudes are durable. They don't get finished, but the only thing that scared me off that is like Luce is durable. Lusa, he is durable and stuff. But man, AJ Fletcher's the guy. He's got some finishing ability. I think he's finished all of his fights other than the Semmelsberger one. I'm pretty sure like he's either got 8 or 9 finishes. I think maybe 8.
Yeah, he's not the best striker, but like he has power like in his hands.
Right.
Like, he'll knock people down and get like a submission or whatever, or get the ground and pound knockout. But he's more of a wrestler, and he goes wrestler first. But he's got power, and he's not the greatest technical striker, but he's got power to knock you down at least.
Right, and you can tell he's powerful. He's just built powerful. So yeah, we're both on Fletcher, but no bets, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the over, but I might not do that. I don't know. We'll see.
Right. Fisherman said this fight's going more than 1.5. I love that. Yes.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Saba said Esparza well. He's confirmed. Carlos.
Maverick better win. I want to bet that fight so bad.
It's everything. The rest of Johnny's MMA, women's MMA betting goes on Maverick.
Mortgage, let's go.
She'll get it. She'll get it. Carlos said, I got Fletcher in this fight by decision, most likely, but no bet on this fight. Yeah.
It's going to be close, I think.
Yeah. We haven't seen that much of them dudes, really.
True.
I fully know what we're going to get. Luke No Chin, Paulo knockout, power equal fight of the night. Yeah. Or night, yeah. And this guy's name is Loser. Hard to spend cash on a loser.
Very true.
Lusa. Exactly. Artem, I am very surprised Esparza took the Weili Zhang fight. Yeah, they must have made her tell her that.
Yeah, she had to after that fight. She had no bargaining power.
Right. Yeah, none. You ain't getting
that belt was given to her.
They better put that. I mean, that better be in like a China card or something, because ain't nobody paying to watch fucking Esparza fight.
And I'm not saying Rose should have won that fight either, but that belt was given to Esparza. Right.
SK said Luke Rockhold, a slightly smaller dog than Leon Edwards. Yeah. But I mean, Leon's fighting one of the best fighters I've ever seen fight cage. But it's still going to be a good fight, though. But Sophie says staying away from this one. Yep. Raw Torque said the over 1.5 is minus 275. And that's a
good parlay piece.
Solid. Yeah. Jason C said, hey, Blood Money and Johnny. What's up, Jason? Appreciate you coming out, man. Showing some support, hanging out with us, listening to my bad jokes and Johnny's jokes. We ain't got none of the dang porn bots, Johnny. I'm surprised, man.
They usually start in about 25 minutes. And speaking of that, we have our guy in the chat. You'll get to him soon.
Okay, Defensoria.
Yep.
He's here. All right. That's my guy.
Pop up.
Mikey said, Lay, Low China, or my name isn't Mr. Daspot. James said, we like Fletcher, maybe under 2.5, but no play on this. Sophie said, Welly all day. Yeah, I hope so. We need it for the sport.
Yeah.
Y'all about to catch up with the comments. Artem said, Edwards will surprise you boys. Carlos said, hell no, Artem.
Thank you.
Finally some sense now.
There we go.
Defensoria says, bro, I was really impressed that Jasmine said she is considering creating an OnlyFans for her feet. That is impressive. And that's all. She got to give you a little cut of that, because you're out here helping them.
Started it.
Advertising. Yeah, man. Started the movement. The whole movement.
Artem,
Artem,
we're trying to give you props here. We're trying to get people to your channel, and you're going to say this stuff.
That's definitely debatable that Edwards is just. We could probably debate that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna debate it.
Carlos said no, dog, just nah. BCR Repair, man, thanks for joining us, bro. Said I'm worried about that Utah elevation. You think it's a factor? Yeah, I think it's gonna be a factor. A lot of these fights, man. I think that heat in that San Diego arena seemed like to be a factor too. You know, so. Definitely, man. Lay said, you cracked me up, chef, man. Yeah, he really is. Edwards only fought twice since 2019 in those fights where dude, Edwards never 100%. Be a top 5 guy in his whole career.
100%.
Yep, Defensoria said, guys, I'm putting too much money on Costa. He's winning for sure. I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Devin Brown, what's up, Devin? Thanks for showing up, bro. He said last weekend was brutal. Thankfully, Cachoeira pulled through. Yeah, I told everybody about Cachoeira last weekend and Nunes. I didn't bet him myself because, that wouldn't have happened last card because that would have been too small.
Coach doesn't bet on women's MMA.
Exactly. And that's why I'm like, I'm gonna bet this under this week. But it makes me mad because I used to be good at women's MMA, really liked it. And the only reason I swore it off was that freaking Jin Frey decision. But
dude, that was a robbery.
Yeah. If Costa doesn't win, I think one judge had her 30-27. If I remember, if Costa doesn't win, I'm changing my name to Tommy Aspen.
Make sure you sing the song as well.
Hell yeah! He said, "Go stream, hit that like, boys." Yep, thank you, Noel. Lay said, "Artem MMA analysis. I think he'll surprise people if we're striking. Usman may have to wrestle for the first time in a while." Yeah,
he better, dude.
Yep. All right, boys. Let's go on to this next one. I'll post in other comments too. But he said, it's fight number 5, women's bantamweight. Ooh, this is a quick one. Lucy Padova versus Yanan Wu. Who you got?
Can I start this one?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Wow, this is a treat for everybody to watch. I'm gonna go with the underdog here, and I'm gonna go with Wu here. Both are not great. I will say that out front. Striking, I may give Lucy the slight edge, but I think Wu is a little bit better overall. I think her wrestling, she can potentially get her down. I'm not saying she's the greatest. I do like her pushing forward a lot, and she's really kind of aggressive. She is hittable when she does that, though. But I think this is going to be one of those close women's fights where aggression and pushing the other person back might actually win this fight. It's going to be so weird, and there's a lot of money coming in on Wu, and she started out like a plus 150 favorite. I think she's down to like plus 100 or close to plus 100.
Oh wow!
But I'm gonna take a stab at Wu. I'm not betting this fight. I like the over a lot, and I do have the over 2.5 in a parlay as a parlay piece. But anything other than that bet, I would not do. Like this fight's low level. So I'm just gonna take a stab at Wu. Like I really don't have any reason, but I just think she's a little bit better. She has more volume a little bit. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. That's perfect for this fight because it's like, who cares? You shouldn't bet on this fight. If you do bet the underdog, Lucy Padova, I mean, she's been fighting bums to get back in the UFC. She had lost 4 in a row. She fought some pretty tough girls in the UFC when she lost them 4. But she's got decent striking, nice long jab. But like you said, in a lot of the fights I was watching, she was getting backed up against the cage. And I think that Wu Yanan in this one, she just didn't impress me really anywhere. Like Lucy Padova, like she looks like she would have, height, reach advantage. She kind of uses a long jab and stuff. But Wu Yanan, she didn't look too bad against Maria Bueno Silva in her last fight. Was able to take her down, stay safe. Bueno Silva was able to get up though, but only 2 of her wins out of her 13 wins have winning records. Only 2, and the one was like 3-2. So that's never a good look. But she's good at throwing combos. I like she throws combos and ends with kicks to the leg or the body. She has pretty good movement, and like you said, she can kind of mix in the wrestling. So I'm going to take her. I think she's more well-rounded and a little bit better fighter. But and the underdog, but I would never bet this fight. I like the overs and stuff because most of these girls aren't too dangerous. I think Wu Yanan's only win in the UFC is the armbar off her back, so kind of got to watch for that. But Padova,
she's not going to go down.
Exactly. So I'm with you. I like that over a lot, man, and I'm staying far away from this
fight.
Just
a weird low-level main card, mind you, fight.
Yeah. He said Cody asked Johnny if he liked Aspinall X-ray. Yeah.
That was crazy. Do you see like the ligament damage and like the big thing there? It was weird.
That was my X-ray. Sent that to him on my little bum knee. Big old Johnson. That's hilarious. Dude, I got one of them where it's like I used to send it to people back in the day, but it's like a toilet bowl and it has this big ass spider in it. And it's like, man, what kind of spider is this? But then the shadowing in the toilet bowl is like a 9-inch thing. It's hilarious. Like, dude, what kind of spider is that? Dirty Red said, give me Padova over, yeah. Woo, yeah, that's what Dirty Red said. Fisherman said the over in this fight, and they got that juice so far up,
It's a coin flip fight, like literally flip a coin, like pick somebody. Who cares?
Right. Yeah. Sophie said dog barking in this one. Yep, I agree.
If you're that degenerate to bet this fight, dog or pass.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Said I got the 1.5 plus on this fight parlayed. I like that. I think that's super safe. I think Puliova, whatever, dude. She's been a decision a lot. Like,
yep.
A lot.
She finished any of her fights.
Yeah. Saba said 11 of 13 wins, had 0 losses, or had 0 wins for Wu Yanan. She still fights decent, but yeah, man, you got to stay away from that. Definitely stay. We got Ranch from Capra Comparisons here. Thanks for joining us, Ranch. Definitely everybody go watch his. Everybody's been watching it. Ranch is just climbing with the subs, but great show. Great show, man. Always got good information. Uses all the different cappers picks and puts them together, save you some time, but still come watch our stuff. But
don't just watch like Ranch, like watch our stuff too.
It is a great show though. But Rand said Jackson Wink is making Yanan Wu a whole better fighter, and that's for sure.
So,
That is for sure. That's a good tip. Dirty Red said it's not enough butter on the bread for me to take a stab. Yeah. SK. He said Wu reminds me too much of the first Kim last fight before being cut. Oh yeah. BCR repairman. I thought Wu did good against Blue and
yeah,
Boy.
she looked pretty decent actually. So
Wu,
pretty solid.
yeah, that's what I was banking and picking her off of was that because I never watched Lucia Polovia fight and was like, okay, she's solid, she's decent. Here, I actually like Wu Yunan's striking. I think she has more movement, better combos.
Yep, combos for sure. Yeah, like I said, she always ends with like a kick or a leg kick or even like a body kick or something.
I love that.
She's always gonna have more volume.
Yo, Carlos said, I don't care about this fight to be honest, but I think Wu by a very very boring decision. Yo. Artem outstrike Usman Saba is way better striker.
Oh God, let's just skip over that stuff.
That is, like I said, it's getting debatable. It's getting real debatable in the chat right now. Yeah.
Artem's gonna make more enemies than friends.
Yep. Epi said, I'll gladly be in line for beers during this fight. Yep. He's going to be at the show, man. That's all. Two people in there. Papa Chuck, both of them right here, commented right next to each other. Both are going to that show, and that's awesome. Yep. Be able to see Usman and them fight, man. Papa Chuck said, anyone else watch the MMA Fortune Teller YouTube podcast for the fight yet? He kept calling Lucia Polovia Putty Lova. Putty Lova. That was awesome. Yeah, it's a hard name to say, man.
I went with Lucy. It works.
Yeah. That's when it gets tough for me, bro. I'm giving you. I'll call her LP if I got to. You know who I'm talking about. Mr. D said Wu on her way out, Polovia on her way back in, possibly. They both should be on their way out, to be honest.
Yeah, they're not. They're both not UFC.
But 135s, man, such a terrible weight class. Let's see. Sophie said, fucking Cody.
I said a lot too. I'm like, fucking Cody.
Fucking Cody. Trust me, I've heard it a lot.
Cody and his women's MMA bets. Fucking Cody.
Fucking win. Ain't no way, boy. CBC said, not having to watch Nina Ansaroff ever fight again makes me happy. That's so, yeah, it was boring. Reg, I think all three of those girls beat Lucy, though. Yeah, Lucy, it's tough here. Let's see. Only way Usman loses, freak injury. Have not seen Edwards fight since 2019. He hasn't beat anybody good since Vicente Luque. Rand said Polovia list to a octagon nobody 2 fights ago. Yeah, she shouldn't even be called back. Yeah, no, they're just they need these 135ers so bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we will go to the next fight. Next fight is in the flyweight division. We got Victor Altamirano versus Daniel Da Silva, which I think this is now fight number 1. This gonna be like a tale of two tapes on this fight. Depending where you want to bet this at. Daniel Da Silva, I want to say Lorcedo now or whatever they changed it to. But Daniel Da Silva, man, this dude's explosive. This kid's explosive. He's got good striking. He's got good power. He's got good takedowns. He's got good submissions, and he's got all that good stuff for like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But I don't know. Maybe if we see him come out here and just strike with Victor Altamirano instead of going hard to try to finish him right away, maybe he saves some gas. But Victor Altamirano, he's pretty well rounded, except in takedown defense. Terrible takedown defense. He's got okay wrestling, I guess. He don't really ever try to use it. He's got pretty good striking, really good volume, not much power, but he's got good body kicks. He's got good boxing, you know, but he's hittable himself too. But I really like his body kicks. He hurt that last Hernandez dude he fought. He hurt him with a body kick like in the 3rd round, but wasn't able to do nothing with it. But nice movement and striking defense. I like that too. I like his movement. They're going to be in the big cage. That'll help him with not just getting cornered and backed up against the cage. But he's got pretty good submissions off his back. Only problem with him, including his amateurs, he's been rear naked choked like 4 times. But I think that he's been passing that up. But other than his takedown defense, you know, he's pretty good everywhere. But Daniel Da Silva, like I said, man, explosive guy, all that good stuff, can finish the fight at any time, and but just doesn't have the gas tank. So I'm staying away from this fight again too, because I could see Da Silva coming out and getting a finish. You know, he was able to take Jeff Molina down and take his back, and had him in a couple of little bad spots that might have finished Victor Altamirano. You know what I mean? Because Molina's a beast. I like Molina. So, but yeah, man, he's either gonna. I'm not betting this fight. I'm taking a Victor Altamirano by decision or maybe like a third round stoppage. But I could see De Silva coming out here and getting the finish himself too, because I'm not impressed with Altamirano that much. You know what I mean? Both of his fights, he's got 2 fights, one on Contender Series, one in the UFC. They're both split decisions. One's a win, one's a loss. He could have lost both of them fights. So yeah, man, give me Altamirano by decision, but no bet, and just not confident on this fight at all. It's another terrible fight to be honest. And well, another thing is De Silva's on short notice. Altamirano was supposed to be fighting someone else.
Jake Hadley, I believe.
Yes, yep, and he pulled out. So there's another advantage for Altamirano, full camp.
No, you explained it like perfectly. I was gonna say exactly what you said. Like I like De Silva here early, and I like Altamirano late or a decision. So I don't think Silva's gonna win a decision. Like I just don't see it. So I'm gonna roll the dice. I'm picking some underdogs because a lot of people's like, you don't pick underdogs, John. Like, well, I just don't think they're going to win. But I'm just going to roll the dice on this one. And I think De Silva is the more explosive guy. He's the more dangerous guy. He can get the knockout. He can get the submission. I don't think Altamirano is much of a finisher, but he has good cardio. He has good volume. I think he can win this fight. It's going to be like I said, early De Silva or late Altamirano. But I'm just going to go with De Silva. I'm going to say he's going to win by a knockout, but I mean, it could be a sub too.
Right. Yeah, man. I'm with you. I'm with you on that, but I wouldn't be shocked, like you said, man, if De Silva comes out here and finishes this guy, because he's a dangerous kid, man. All his fights are finishes, win, lose, or draw.
True.
And, he's definitely kill or be killed. So we'll see if he does the killing or gets killed. But let's see. We got Saba said, guys, hear me out. Over 2.5 Usman fight, over 1.5 Aldo fight, over 2.5 Wu fight. Plus money sounds outstanding. I like all of them, man.
That's easy money, Saba. Easy.
Artem is still on that word, man.
Just
he's gonna get rich this weekend or die trying. Because I don't know, man. I do like Leon, but like I said, man, I can never.
It's a tough pick. It's a tough for Leon. I mean,
to me, Colby throws a legit beating on Leon Edwards, like like finishes good. Yeah, but SK Kim, holy shit. Yeah, we gotta start these fights. I didn't realize how freaking much time went by. Fight number, I'll start going faster than that, boys. All right, fight number 7 is Kiori Lang versus Jay Perrin. Who you got here?
I'm gonna go Kiori Lang. I just think he's the better fighter. He's got more power in his hands. I think he's the better striker. He's got decent wrestling where I think he can cancel out Perrin's wrestling. And I mean, I don't know. I just don't like Perrin as much as some people do, and I just think Kiori Lang is going to come in here and maybe get that knockout in the second round. He's got that power. That's the thing, and I think he's got the way better striking too. And I think the only way that Perrin wins is like a easy wrestling grind out decision. That's the only way he's going to win this fight. So give me Kiori Lang. I got a parlay with him, and I believe it was Albazi too. That was my parlay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I love Aori Q Lang here, man. I bet him. I put 2.5 units to win 1.5 units. Got him at minus 165. I see that you're dropping. I see why. But man, I watched tape on Perrin. I'm not impressed with him anywhere. The kid's tough. He comes from a boxing background. His dad was like a pro or a real high amateur boxer. But yeah, man, the only thing I'm impressed with him is with his toughness. Like, I'm not like, oh, he's super fast or he hits hard or he's a great wrestler. Like, he's not really none of that, but he is good all around wrestler, and he's super tough. Only been finished one time by like a guillotine. It was probably a lucky one. Yeah, man, Aori Q Lang, I really like him. I like his volume. I like his striking. I like his power. I like his aggression. I like his forward pressure. He has good offensive and defensive grappling. He was able to take Molina down a couple times. I know Cody Durden was able to land some takedowns on him, but Jay Perrin's not Cody Durden. And I think that Kiori Lang was draining himself a lot, getting down to 125, and would start slowing down in the third round. But I don't see that happening here. And I just don't see – I mean, I don't see where Jay Perrin's going to win this in 3 rounds. Like, he don't hit harder. He doesn't have better boxing, and I don't think he's going to land these takedowns. So I definitely see Aori Lang here, and I think he could be pretty good at 135. He's got a lot of losses, but them are way earlier in his career. He does have some kind of suspect. He lost like a 3-3 guy like 4 years ago, but that's over there in China, dude, where some of that stuff's probably set up over there too.
Yeah, it's tough for the you know, the
Chinese
when they first start out. Like once they get over here and they actually get in the decent gym and stuff, and you know, they start doing that, they'll start doing better.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we're both. I got the bet on Aoi Lang. You got him in a parlay, so we're definitely high on him. Let's see. SK said, okay, Usman, the welterweight goat, dusting everyone, close fight. Yep. Let's see. Let's see. Dirty Red said the fade on De Silva for me. I'm going with the VA. I like a veteran. Yeah.
No, it's a good play.
Yeah. Carlos said Edwards is a good fighter. Usman is great. Dev, the dude, is here. He said if Aldo wins, Aldo versus Vera 5-rounder for time.
Jesus, that's not Dev, the dude.
Oh, dude. Oh, this one, he got me. The MMA, he got me. Sorry, Dev. Sorry, MMA. Jesus, man. I didn't know it.
Any credit for being here? He's not here yet.
Yeah, I'm like, and then he's got the picture of MMA Guru. That's funny. That would be a great fight, though, dude. I'm with you on that. Papa Chuck said Daniel Lerceta, Da Silva must be in that early honeymoon phase, and they're trying to switch from his maiden name. Yeah,
exactly.
It's messing my brain up, man. Mike Martin said, tell Artem the milk is sour and Edward sounds like a bell, and when he talks. Dude, you see Usman pull the belt from him? He's like, here, take the belt. And then that's funny stuff. CJ, Carlos, he likes De Silva by submission. I'm calling it right now, and he definitely could. That's why I had to stay away from this.
He's dangerous early, but I mean, it's when you get into the late second and third rounds, like that's where he's gonna crumble.
Right. Yep. Sophie says she's staying away from it. Effie said this one should be fun. Yeah, so we both thought we were on Aori Lang. Next fight is in the men's featherweight division. We got Sean Woodson versus Luis Saldana. Who you got here?
I got Sean Woodson all day. Like this is a no-brainer. Like he's got the way better striking. He's got good power. He's got very good takedown defense. And he's just going to be, I think he has like a 5-inch reach advantage. He's going to be taller as well. And I just don't see, I'm not very impressed with Saldana one bit. He might have better wrestling than Woodson because Woodson's not a wrestler. But like I said, Woodson has very good takedown defense. And Saldana gasses. He's only got about a round and a half, maybe 2 rounds at most. In the third round, he's got nothing for sure. Nothing. We watched that fight at Columbus. It was a sketchy ass fight. I don't even think he won that fight personally, but they gave him that win. Woodson's way better than that fighter that he fought. I don't even remember who it was.
No, Silva.
Yeah, and Woodson's way better than that guy. This is an easy win for Woodson. I'm thinking it's going to be like a late second, like third round finish, maybe like by a body shot or something by Woodson.
Yeah.
Woodson in like 3 parlays, so it's one of my no-brainer picks, okay?
Yeah, I like Woodson. For everything you said, dude, super tough and durable. I mean, Saldana's dangerous in the first round, but Woodson survived the first round with Terrence McKinney. You know what I mean? And McKinney tried everything to finish him. So grappling, striking, everything. So, yeah, man, I like Woodson here. His boxing's phenomenal. He's tall. He's 6'2" with that 79-inch reach. So he's going to have a 6-inch reach, and he uses a great grab. He's excellent at switching stances. Yeah. He's getting better at throwing kicks. His takedown defense is phenomenal because he's fucking so long that they get a single leg, and you can't get him off the other leg. Saldana's got good striking, good punches, good kicks, but he's kind of hittable and worst gas tank ever, man. He was gassed in that second round, showed a little bit of better gas tank in the third round in Columbus versus Bruno Silva than he did against like Austin Lingo. Still, you can't trust a guy like that. I don't know if Woodson finishes him because he hasn't been much of a finisher in the UFC, but he definitely could if Saldana, and this is the 5,000 feet above sea level, so Saldana's gonna gas him even more. Woodson puts a good pressure and pace on people, so he definitely could get that finish in that second or third round with body shots. Like you said, he has great body shots. So I'm on Woodson. I didn't actually bet him because I just did that one parlay, but I really do like him to win. I think he's a good dog. Rand said y'all are underestimating the control wrestling of Perrin. He's going to win a boring. I'm not under. I mean, he couldn't control Bautista, right? Like he couldn't even.
Maybe he can control troll against the cage, but I don't think it's gonna control him on the mat.
Right. Every time Jay Perrin stepped up to like a major organization, he gets beat. Like he can control a regional guy, but there's nowhere he went to Bellator, got beat. Couldn't wrestle and control nobody there. Went to Dana White Contender Series, got beat. Came to the UFC, got beat. Every time he steps up, like it's easy to control and use her because he's not. You don't have like he's not a Division I wrestler. None. It's easy to control a regional scene guy that's been got 3 amateur fights and 3 or 4 other fights, but he has not impressed me, dude. And he's 10-5. It's 10-5. That's not a good look. Like, what is that? I mean, he's winning like, what is that, 75%, which ain't bad. But I mean,
it's like 60, 66%, 67.
Yeah, I mean, but like he could maybe, but I just like Aori Lang, man. I think this kid's good.
Yeah, it's got the power and striking advantage, like way. It's not even close.
Right. Lisa, let's fucking go. The sniper. Got to snipe out these picks. Let's see. Papa Chuck said Woodson is going to TKO Sedan. I count on it. I like it.
I think it's a 3rd round knockout too. I don't think it's gonna be early or anything.
Right. Yep. Johnny's calling it. Let's see. Artem says Saldana should be on a 3-fight losing streak. Yeah.
The last one in Columbus, like I stupidly bet Saldana for some stupid reason. Maybe I was drunk when I was there doing it, but he won. I'm like, I don't think he won, but I'm taking it because it was a bad night that night.
Right. Yeah. It's terrible. I wanted to bet this fight, but I didn't want to put too many people on my parlay. Yeah, but if I had to choose, I'd kick Woodson or pick Woodson. I do like Woodson, man.
He's one of my I think top. He might be my lock of this card. That's how confident I am.
Yeah, I don't see how he gets. He's not getting taken down. He's not getting struck, and he's got good cardio. So, but I mean,
but crazier things have happened.
Yeah. He might come out and try to wrestle, and then get caught in a guillotine.
True.
Coming from the boxing background after last week. Woodson, good leg kicks as well. He's getting better head kicks too, man. Like his game is getting good.
He's got long limbs, so he can do whatever he wants with those things.
Yeah. Lay said Saldana cardio horrible. Probably going to show at high elevation. Woodson TKO 3rd round. I wonder what's the line on that 3rd round sprinkle on Woodson because that does sound like the way. 2nd and 3rd round, but probably 3rd seems the best because that's when Saldana fully die. Sophie said, Lay, he's getting dusted. Lay. Dusteration. Daz, what's up, Daz Files? Thanks for joining us, bro.
What's up, Daz?
He said, you survived round 1 with T-Rex. You're going to survive Saldana all day. Yep. Yeah. You Lay hit us with the catch, with the hook. It's a complete dusteration on this one. Yep. I got that one. Comparison. Graham said Woodson by total dusteration. Yep. It's a capper comparison on here, or a capper full capper consensus. It looks like Woodson's gonna beat that ass. That is, cash them tickets already, boys.
Cash them now.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Here, let's get interesting. Fight number 9, Marcin Tybura versus Alexander Romanov. I think I got to start this one. Yeah. And I don't think anybody's gonna be happy with me on this, but I'm taking the man, Marcin Tybura. Like, honestly, it's the price. If this is a pick 'em, I'm not taking Tybura, but I got him at plus 350. I put 1.2 units to win 4.2 units, 420, which I was liking that. But dude, Romanov, decent striking, crazy wild striking, with power, tries to get in, get the clinch, get the takedowns, great takedowns, great hip tosses. He's got good ground game. He's got pretty decent jiu-jitsu. Usually when he can get people down, he can hold them down. Good ground and pound, but he's been beating up total bums, you know what I mean? And then when he fought Juan Espino, Juan Espino actually hip tossed and took him down in the first round. And I thought won the first round. Second round, Romanov showed a little bit better gas than he had been and took him down, won that. But then, took that little ball shot and kind of quit. But he's in way better shape now, which is another weird thing for me because he actually came in at 236 last time. So Tybura came in at 248. So Tybura is going to be a little better, but Tybura is a great wrestler. He has a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he's a great wrestler. I think his takedown defense like 82% in the UFC, which is good. Definitely. I mean, both these dudes do the same thing, in my opinion. But Tybura has a better gas tank and has better striking and way more high-level experience. You know what I mean? He's been in there with the best of the best. He's lost to some and he's won to some. But usually the way Tybura loses is by knockout. You know what I mean? Against a big striker. But that's not Romanov. That's not his style. And I don't know, man. I just thought at plus 350, if Romanov comes out, because he's in shape and it looks like he's going to have better gas, right? But it's really not about being in shape. It's the explosive movements he does to take people down. When he's picking up dudes and slamming them and all that, that takes a lot of energy. And then they're going to be at elevation. And just at that price, I thought, another big thing that was leading me towards Tybura, especially at plus 350, is his win over Sergey Spivak. Dude, Sergey Spivak's a big heavyweight with excellent wrestling, excellent grappling, good striking. And Tybura was able to out-wrestle him. He took him down 2 times, held him down, and he didn't even look in the best shape. That's another thing. My boy Effie sent us a picture of Marcin Tybura training at Syndicate MMA, I believe, there in Vegas. And dude, he looks like he's in great shape. Like his legs are defined muscle, his thighs, and usually he comes in a little chubbier. But yeah, man, I think that if Romanov fought Spivak, what do you think the line on that would be?
Right now?
Yeah.
I would say Romanov like minus 200.
Something like that, because you think that, it's going to be a good wrestling match and who knows who can win that and this and that. And Spivak's got good cardio. Well, we already seen Marcin Tybura beat him. You know what I mean? And he beat him convincingly. It wasn't even like a split or nothing. So I'm not saying that I think Tybura wins 7 out of 10 times, but I'm saying at the odds that I got it at, and this being a huge step up in competition for Romanov, man, I got to take them odds. Like 1.2 to win 4.2 is love for me. And
what was the units you put down?
I put 1.2 units to win 4.2. I got him at plus 350 last night. So I'm like, and like I said, if Romanov comes out, lands, maybe, tries some takedowns, has some trouble, because he wasn't just taking Juan Espino down like nothing. They was going back and forth. Juan Espino is 42 years old. You know what I mean? Like, he's an old dude at that point. And that was life or death. And I take Marcin Tybura over Juan Espino any day of the week. Yeah. Like, Tybura had that tough fight with Volkov. Just like what? I think that's his last fight. He had a loss. Was it that last one?
By decision, yeah.
Volkov's a freaking beast, dude, and he's strong. And he was holding him up against the cage. It looked like he gassed Volkov out a little bit. Like, because I had a big bet on Volkov, and after the second round, he was looking gassed, but then he came out and fought hard. But yeah, man, for the price, I'm sorry, I got to take Tybura, dude.
I don't blame you for taking a stab at this. Like, this is like one of the like last week I said Nate the Train was my like underdog that I wanted to pick. And I was kind of scared to do it, but I ended up going with Onama, and hindsight's 2020. But Tybura has a very good chance to win. But I just like Romanov in this fight. I think his wrestling is I think it's way better than Spivak's wrestling, personally. I think it goes Blades, Romanov, and then maybe Spivak and Tybura, like 3 and 4, whatever you want to say. But I think if this fight goes into like the 3rd round, for sure, like I'm going to be sweating my bed. Like, I really hope that Romanov gets his takedowns early. He starts working the ground and pound. He starts working for a submission. And that's the one thing that I do like about Romanov than more of the wrestlers in this division. He works for a submission instead of ground and pound first. Like, he'll do the ground and pound. He's really good at it. But he'll work that submission and get the submission. He don't care. And Tybura, his last wrestler that he fought was Spivak, and that was early, like when Spivak just came in the UFC. So I'm not saying it's a bad win for him. It's a good win for him now. It's like aging better. But who knows how Spivak – I didn't watch that fight personally, but who knows what Spivak looked like. I don't know if he was like just raw, like young. And I know Spivak's like 27 years old right now. So that was 2 years ago. But, I mean, Romanov's super explosive. He has the power. He doesn't have – I think Tybura has him beat on the feet, but wrestling-wise and grappling – I mean, maybe not grappling, but wrestling for sure, Romanov. And I think that's what's going to play a big part here. I think he's going to get that submission early on, maybe 1st or 2nd round. I mean, that's what I'm going for. But in the 3rd round, if it gets to the 3rd round, I think Tybura is probably going to win it.
Tybura's got some of the best grappling though, man. He's a black belt, like a legit good black belt though.
But here's the thing, and I said this in the chat, for heavyweight division, if you like, I just don't think grappling's that important. I think it's more wrestling. If you have the better wrestling, I think you're going to be you're better off than having the better grappling. Like, how many people are going to get like weird arm bars or trying, like heavyweights, mind you, submissions like off their back? Like, there's none. I couldn't even name one.
He just needs sweeps though. If he sweeps and gets on top of Romanov, but I just, man, I love Romanov. Listen, I want him to win because Romanov could be the future, but this is a huge step up in competition and a huge fight for him, man. And like, if he starts slowing down at that elevation because he keeps trying to take Tybura down, maybe gets him down, Tybura gets back up, works his way up, he keeps throwing him, tying that. Like I said, I know him being in shape is better, but it was almost better before when he was like 265. You know, he would cut weight to get that, come in as a big ass dude, and now he's going to be like 236. But he'll have speed. He should have some speed, but I got to see that cardio hold up, man, because he's
true. And I think that's probably why he got in shape, because maybe he only had about a round of cardio, and now he might have 2 rounds of cardio. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the other thing too about Tybura though, like I've seen him get taken down by some people, and he's not like he'll play it safe there, but he doesn't try to get up, and that scares me for Tybura, because Romanov, he's not going to just lay on you. He's going to ground and pound you. He's going to work for a submission. He doesn't just stay on top and just lay there for the round to win it. Like, he works for that submission every time he gets on top of you.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that, like, dude, like when they do their face off, when they get out in their cage and the bell rings, I just don't think it's like even at freaking UFC San Diego with some of them big favorites. Like, you go out there and you see Lupi and Hill. Like, Lupi hurt her right away, but within the first 2.5 minutes, you were like, oh shit, Lupi ain't a minus 400. You know what I mean? And there's even Bruno Silva. Like, you're like, oh shit, okay, maybe his striking ain't that much better. So, like, I don't know, man. I just don't think that, like, Tybura is a legit heavy, like a legit fighter, and like he's legit. But like I said, I bet Tybura, the line was so big, I needed to do it.
I don't blame you, because the line is crazy now. Like, what was it, minus 400 or bet or?
Well, when I got it yesterday, it was plus 350 at my casino, and on my online casino for that casino sports book, he's already minus or plus 300. Like, it already dropped $50.
People are starting
like,
to realize, like, the line's just crazy. I mean, Romanov should be the favorite, but right, like, the line was just way too wide. I think I got Romanov at like minus 340.
Oh, that's freaking
in a parlay piece, and I still think that was a little high. But I think it's the right side. That's just me, though. But the line, like, if I was just betting this, like, you know, straight picks, like, yeah, Tybura all day. I would just throw like a quarter unit even, just for fun. Like, it's worth it. It's a really good chance.
Yeah, I actually threw a freaking a 0.25 unit on a Hail Mary parlay. I put Tybura and Santos for $25, dude. It wins like 400. It was like 1,800 or 1,600 for them too, and I mean, just 0.25 units, man. I thought it was worth it. All right, let's get to the real deal one now. Men's bantamweight: Jose Aldo versus Merab Dvalishvili.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm going with the legend himself, Aldo here, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Merab fans. I like Merab too. He's a great fighter, but Aldo's just a beast, dude. He's going to be massive. He's got great striking. He's got great takedown defense. He's got great fight IQ. I mean, maybe his cardio is a little bit sketchy later in the rounds, but he can go 3 rounds. I really think he can. And man, this is a very big step up for Merab. Very big step, because I think his best win, and I'm saying this nicely, like, his best win is Marlon Moraes. And he survived the first round. Like, he got rocked in the first round, but he survived. And Morales is probably the best UFC fighter in the first round ever.
Right. Ever. But he was old. That was a retirement fight.
Yeah, but I like Aldo here. Like, I just can't bet against him. And at plus money, like, for me, this is like your Tybura fight. Like, I can't not bet Aldo right here. Like, I know this is going to be a very close fight. Merab has a very good chance to win if he can get Aldo taken down, but Aldo's never been taken down more than like twice, I think, in his career.
90% takedown defense over
insane.
20.
Like, Merab's used to, like, you know, taking down like Marlon Moraes, Stamen, Dodson.
He couldn't even take them guys down.
I know, and that's the thing. Like, he has a relentless motor, and that's the great thing I love about Merab. But that's about it. Like, striking, he's not going to have a chance on the feet. He has to wrestle, and he does have good fight IQ. He knows he has to wrestle. But I'm going with Aldo. He's going to be able to stuff those takedowns. It might end up being a closer fight, but I think Aldo either wins by like a late knockout or maybe a decision. But I'm going to go with Aldo with a knockout.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
I could definitely see that happen. I'm with you, bro. I'm on Aldo. I love Aldo here. He looked good. He's a 5-round fight, you know, with Rob Font. Looked good in that. Cardio held up, and that was a hard 5-round fight. Great takedown defense. I mean, he's holding off Chad Mendez, Uriah Faber, all them guys, you know, that I think are kind of. Merab's like a good wrestler, but he's a good wrestler to lower level wrestling guys. If you watch, he couldn't take John Dodson down. Cody Stamen was taking him down. You know what I mean? Jose Aldo's going to be a little bigger, 1 inch taller, 2 inches of reach. He's not going to get taken down, and he's going to be able to outstrike Merab, in my opinion. And then Merab already talking about going down to 125. So win, lose, or draw, he's talking about going down there. So obviously he's a little smaller. I love everything here with Aldo. The only thing obviously is the cardio, but I don't think that Merab's going to be able to get him down or do much to him. Like Aldo's been looking so good. His striking against Pedro Munoz looks so good against Rob Font. Who was the other win? He had another win too where he looked excellent before the Pedro and the Font. Can't remember, but he beat somebody else. He's on the 3-fight win streak. But man, I like Aldo here. I like Philly, like I said. But when I rewatched that Dotson fight and all that, and I seen he couldn't even take them down, dude. He's not taking Jose Aldo down. And he's got decent, like Merab's got decent striking. He's not a fish out of water standing up, but I just, you know, you got to favor the GOAT. You got to favor the GOAT when it comes to that. So yeah, man, I'm on Aldo. I got him at plus 110. I put 2 units to win 2.2 units, and I feel confident in him, man. I really do.
Yeah, I got Aldo as well. I got him at plus 105 at just 1 unit. Aldo beat Chito Vera. That's the person that you were.
Marlon Vera, exactly. You know, that's some. He's got some good wins, and
it's like he's aging like a fine wine.
Well, he's not. I mean, his only losses, the Marlon Moraes one was bullshit. He beat Marlon Moraes. I thought he won that fight. And then his only other losses recently are to Max Holloway, Volkanovski, you know, Piotr Jan, which I thought he won 2 out of the first 3 rounds against Jan. So I mean, a 3-round fight, this favors Aldo so much.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, I know, like, you know, his cardio is like a thing that everybody always brings up, but like you saw in his last fight, he looked good for 4 rounds, like for legit 4 rounds. Like, he worked on his cardio. The 5th round was dicey. I think he did get the takedowns and he just laid on him. But 4 rounds, like, this is a 3-round fight. He's gonna have 3 rounds of cardio in him for sure.
Yes. Yeah, that's how I feel. Carlos said I got to go Aldo in a parlay, but our bet. I just literally put it in. I love the dog here. Yeah, man. And honestly, in the end, if you can get either guy at one of these at dog money, but I like Aldo. Aldo don't get beat by wrestlers like that, man.
And I even said in our chat, like, if this line was flipped, I might not bet it, but I would still pick Aldo to win.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna give me Aldo at plus money, that's a no-brainer bet. Like, even if I lose, I will sleep comfortably knowing that I bet Aldo at plus money. Like, this is a good bet.
Yeah. Yeah, you said he said I guess I'm the only one on Merab. He's on the island too.
I mean, he could win. Like, there's a legit way he wins.
Definitely.
Not a bad bet either.
Magic Shroom said 3-round fight, Aldo all day. Great takedown defense and way better striking. Yeah, I don't even know. Merab shouldn't agree to a 3-rounder with Aldo. Favors him so much. Aldo has never been taken down by a fighter more than once. Yeah. Sophie's on Aldo. Lay says the Georgian Terminator. He's on Merab. Oh man, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of money on it because obviously he keeps becoming like the bigger favorite. So, Bad as I hate to do it, I'm on Merab too. Just don't think Aldo has that finishing ability he used to have.
But I mean, Merab doesn't really have finishing ability either, so it's gonna
Right.
be a grind out decision. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Maurice was the only guy he beat, but I just think he's too small too. Merab's small, man, for 135 compared to like Aldo or even
Aldo was a decent sized featherweight. Like, he's a massive bantamweight.
yeah. Imagine him fighting like I can see Aldo fighting Corey Sandhagen, but it would be tough to see Merab fighting Sandhagen, man.
True.
Yeah, Dirty Reg to the fight goes. Cardio monster going to cardio crazy. Aldo up and down, up and down. I don't think he takes it down like that, but maybe. Ice Viking, thanks for showing up too. He said, did you guys notice Gordonis, 33 years old and ranked 33rd, and Santos is 42 and ranked 42nd. Oh, Gordon. Okay, Gordon.
Gordon, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so crazy. Weird. He's not that much of he's not that much above.
It's a weird little stat that you have there that they're ranked their same age.
Right. That is wild. All right, boys, we'll move on real quick so we can get these done. Tyson Pedro, just because he's got to go to work tonight. But Tyson Pedro versus Harry Hunsucker. I'm going to start this off. Tyson Pedro is going to finish him in the first round by KO or sub. And this fight's going to finish in the first round. Harry Hunsucker is terrible, should be in the UFC. They're letting Pedro's whole camp beat him up, starting with Tai Tuivasa. Then they brought in Justin Tafa, and now they're bringing in Tyson to put a beating on him. So give me Tyson. Give me in by first round finish. I have him in my parlay with Usman, Albazi, and Pedro. So love him here.
Yeah, Pedro, first round, however he wants to do it. Sub, knockout, leg kicks, body kicks, disqualification for the other guy, whatever you want to say. Pedro's going to win. I got the under 1.5 parlayed with a couple other stuff. Like, that's an easy bet. You can probably get Pedro first round finish by like minus 200. That's a good bet.
Yeah.
Like, anything that you can get under minus 300 in this fight for under, it's a good one.
Yeah. And Pedro's a first round finisher guy too.
Yep.
Almost all of his wins are first round wins.
Yeah, so this is an easy one. If you even want to throw a Pedro in, like if you have a parlay, you like really two different parlay pieces, and you need just a little bit of a boost to get that plus money, throw Pedro in there.
Definitely.
He's not going to lose. If he loses,
I'm not betting MMA no more. No men's, no women, no.
I'm not betting men's MMA. I like that.
Yep. Saba's half Georgian, I believe he said too. He said all the Georgian in the UFC, don't we? We do need all the toughest motherfuckers, some of the toughest motherfuckers on earth.
I mean, I'm Orthodox. Georgians are Orthodox, like religion, and I like betting Georgians because of that. And it sucks because I want him to win, but I mean, I just like Aldo in this fight.
And they're so tough. They're like like Hawaiians. Oh, fucking Hawaiians. Let's see. You said it's all about matchup at the end, huh? It's going to be a great fight. Yeah. Magic Shroom said classic Aldo knee KO. On a shot. Yeah, we need in the leg kicks too, man.
Because Merab is pretty aggressive for his takedowns, and he can get caught with a flying knee or an uppercut. So,
yeah. Mr. D said Hunsucker about to get KO'd by the third Samoan. And why the hell would you want to fight them three Samoans?
That's true.
It's terrible. It is. They're all from the same team. Like the UFC is looking out for them.
That's insane. I didn't even think about that.
You're fighting, Hawaiians, man. You can't even hurt them. Or I mean, you're fighting freaking the Samoans. You can't even hurt them.
They're warriors, dude. They're warriors.
Yep. Let's see, Carlos. I got Pedro on one of my parlay bets. Hardy Hunsucker. The name says it all. He's a sucker. Exactly. Yeah. Hunsucker is almost a 500 fighter on a year. Exactly. That doesn't make no sense. Yep. Ice Spice said, jumping on late here, boys. I'm on auto. I don't think Merab can hold him down. Yep. I agree. Yep. Yep. Lay. Yep. Saba's Georgian. Yep. Living in Belgium, which I want to freaking go visit there. I was looking at some pictures. It's like old school, dude. They got like the castles and like just old stuff, cool stuff.
I want to go there too. Like I said, if I ever go to Europe, I want to do like a 2-week trip and just go to like 5 or 6 different places, and Belgium's one of them.
Yep, for sure. Co-main event time, boys. We got men's middleweight. We got Paulo Costa versus Luke Rockhold. I think you start this one.
Yeah, I'll make this one really quick too. I like Costa a lot here. I know Rockhold's like, he's gonna be a good underdog to back, but man, he hasn't fought in 3 years. Costa looks amazing. If you check out his Instagram, if you haven't, because he's in shape not in shape. This time, looks like the old Costa. He's going to be the better striker. I think he's going to have way more power. Rockhold will have good wrestling, but Costa has pretty decent takedown defense. So I just think Costa's going to catch him early. Rockhold's going to be a little rusty. I think ring rust is real, guys. Like, I know Dom Cruz says it's not. I think it is, and I think it's going to play a big part in this fight. And Costa's going to just go in there like he normally does and just start swinging, and he's going to land one of those power shots, and he's going to knock him out. Maybe the first or early second round. That's what I got.
Yeah, man. I'm with you. Rockhold ain't won a fight in 3 years. He ain't won a meaningful fight in 5. Or no, he hasn't fought in 3 years. He hasn't won a fight in 5. He beat David Branch 5 years ago, and he hasn't won a meaningful fight for 7 years. That was Chris Weidman when he won the title. Was the last time that he actually. So I mean, his chin's gone. He's been getting knocked out. Romero killed him. Blachowicz killed him. He's a really talented fighter, but he's older now and he has no chin. And I don't think he's going to be able to wrestle down Costa. And I think that Costa, like you said, is going to touch that chin and put him out, dude.
Yeah, eventually. Like, Costa doesn't mess around. Like, he is volume for like at least 2 rounds. Like, he just throws and throws and throws and throws. All power. Right.
And I seen the under. It's like 1.5, and it was dang near like even money.
Yeah.
What do you think on that one?
I was thinking about it, but I'd rather do a Costa knockout. I think it's about the same price or just a touch like less, if you want to say.
Right. Yeah. Because I mean, it's got to finish. If this fight goes 3 rounds, I would be pretty amazed, man.
Yeah, and that's why I was like a little scared, because maybe for some stupid reason it doesn't. But I do think Costa gets that knockout eventually in the fight.
Hell yeah. I mean, Costa, he hasn't looked the great. I mean, he looked decent against Vettori. If he would have been this kind of shape, he would have beat Vettori. Like, 100%. And I mean, he still looked good. He still had cardio in the 5th round, hit Vettori with big shots. But yeah, dude, the dude, if you watch his fight, I went and rewatched this fight with Yoel Romero. There's no fucking way you can pick Luke Rockhold after you watch what them two dudes do each other.
Fight.
Bro, and how hard he was hitting Romero, taking shots too. But man, the shit he was hitting Romero with is sending Luke Rockhold back to retirement for another 2 years. So
like with the ring rust, like I said, like look at Alexander Gustafsson. He came back, didn't fight in a while, and he got knocked out in like 12 seconds.
Yeah, and it's another thing like that where it's like these dudes' hearts ain't enough. I bet Luke Rockhold, I mean, probably needs some money or something while you're coming back after 3 years after taking them bad knockouts. I know he had that staph infection on his leg where he had like a big hole in his leg and he couldn't even throw a leg kick. So maybe he went back and got healthier and stuff, but man. But yeah, Daz said ring rust is very real, especially old fighters for sure.
100% agree.
Yep. Saba said, hello, thanks. Yeah, man. It's Carlos Acosta by KO all day, baby. Let's fucking go. And that's my lock. Yep. And of the night, for sure, Rocco got a glass chin plus yep. Lay said Lay was laughing at with Saba. Mike said, this weed, I can do 4 things at once, man. Highly recommended the blessing that is cannabis, USA.
The mango kush, is that what you said?
I believe that. No. Holy crap. So we got James had some type of kush. So who else was? Somebody was smoking on mango kush though.
Well, put it in the chat so I know. Maybe I'll grab some.
Hey, any kush is phenomenal. Yeah, Lay knows the language. I knew Lay probably knows a bunch of languages. You sound smart, Lay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people in Europe know at least a couple different languages and like at least a little bit. Like we just know English and Spanish, maybe.
I don't know shit. I missed a lot of high school. I got in trouble when I was a kid, so I missed a lot of the last couple of years, 2 years, the most of it. So I never got to take no damn English classes and stuff, or like extra Spanish. I'm terrible with stuff like that, or technology. That's why I'm basically, slightly Down syndrome with that.
You're on the spectrum.
Slightly, yes.
Slightly.
Mike said, meaning the sheep are scared of the villagers. Oh, Rockhold is taking foul. I seen that talking foul about the UFC. He was talking about them Nelk boys or whatever. Saba said, again, my Georgian language isn't good because I wasn't raised with the language, unfortunately. Mr. Disa Costa weighed on his Instagram at 203, absolutely shredded. He is, dude. He's
It's a monster.
Yeah, looking phenomenal, dude. And Rockhold looks in good shape though too. I'm not gonna lie, but Rockhold has been on a psychedelic journey for 3 years. He's likely getting straight up dusted back to Shadow City. I want to go on a freaking psychedelic freaking journey for 3 years.
That'd be fun.
I would love to. If I ever get rich, I'll freaking do that. But I'm not going to go fucking fight Paulo Costa afterwards.
You can do like one of those little Aaron Rodgers journey.
Them should have told him like he should have went and fought somebody else at 185. That's like, you know, like Nick Maximov or something.
Yeah.
Someone that ain't going to try to like knock your head off.
Man, it's a tough matchup for Luke, man.
Yo.
Especially coming back. This is not a good one because, man, Costa looks like he's ready to go. He's gonna knock his freaking head off.
Lay said Luke's consciousness might really find a connection to the Shadow server, Shadow City server. Definitely. Next time he takes him, they're gonna be like, "Bro, I told you not to fucking fight in the UFC again. I told you that." He's gonna be like,
"Yeah."
Let's get to this main event, boys. We got boys and girls. We got the men's welterweight division. Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards, and I'm all over Usman, man. He's one of them dudes that's so good that I'm not gonna fade him till I know there's someone on this fucking earth that can beat him. So I'm gonna maybe lose on him. If he ever loses, I'm probably gonna lose money on him because you know what I mean. He's one of the most well-rounded fighters ever. His striking's caught up with his wrestling and stuff. I mean, he's knocking people out. He's knocking Colby down, hurting people, or he can wrestle. Like, if he's getting beat up in the striking, he can take you to the ground. Like, this fight's going to be wherever the fuck Usman wants it. And he's got an extra, but he throws an excellent left hook and then a straight right down the middle. He also does that good shit like he did with Masvidal, where he can fake a takedown, come over top with the overhand right, put your lights out. Excellent cardio and toughness, excellent wrestling, good jiu-jitsu on top. Excellent card, everything, man. Everything on the list checks out. I don't know one thing on a list of MMA stuff you can't check out. He got hit by Burns. That's about the only time Colby got him with some body shots, with some knee shots, knees to the body and stuff. But I mean, you've only seen this guy even slightly get hurt. It's not like he ever got dropped or nothing, but yeah, this dude's a beast. Leon Edwards, good fighter, good all-around fighter, but he's never beat anybody good, and he's never really looked good against anybody good. Like, even when he fought fucking RDA, which is probably his best win recently in the last 5 years, he wrestled him for like the first 3 rounds, and his corner's like, all right, you're up 3-0, you can take a break. And then like basically like they were just fighting to win 3 rounds. Like I don't know, man. Leon Edwards, decent striking, he's got fast kicks and all that stuff, but he wasn't even able to he tried to take Nate Diaz down a couple times, wasn't able to take him down. I believe Kamaru can take him down if he wants to. Definitely hold him up against the cage like he did George and beat him up against the cage. He's going to be a lot stronger than Leon. But Leon's got a chance, man. He could hit him with a fast left head kick. That's about the only thing I see, because his boxing is good, but he's not that powerful with his boxing. To me, too, Leon Edwards has a little cardio issue. Like, maybe he's fixed it, but if you go watch him fight Gunnar Nelson, he did the same thing, because he's a point fighter. Like Leon Edwards, he ain't going for no fucking finish. He's a point fighter. And with Gunnar Nelson, like, he won the first 2 rounds, and Gunnar kept coming, trying to take down stuff. Finally got him down in the 3rd and mounted him, dude. It was beating him up with like fucking 30 seconds left, and Leon luckily survived. But that shit ain't gonna fly with Kamaru, because he doesn't stop. He doesn't get tired after 3 rounds of going hard. Him and Colby Covington have some of the highest paced fights you're ever going to see in your life with striking. I mean, them dudes just took turns punching each other in the face. And dude, there's no way that I can pick Leon Edwards over Usman. Like I said, he's never even had a great win. He beat Luque like 7 years ago, and he wasn't in the top. He don't have a top 5 win on his record, because I don't think RDA. He might have been somehow in the top 5 in the welterweight division at the time, but I doubt it, because he had already lost a couple times when he fought Leon. So the book was already out, how to beat RDA at 170, take him down. So yeah, man, give me Kamaru Usman. He finishes out my parlay with Albazi and Tyson Pedro. I got 3.5 units to win 3.
Yeah, I like Usman a lot here too. I got him in a couple parlays too. Like you perfectly said what I was gonna say about Edwards. Like, he's a point fighter. He has a few finishes, like knockouts in his UFC career, but like, they're against bums. Like, let's be honest. Like, it's nothing impressive.
Right.
Usman's striking is caught up to him. He's known for being a wrestler. I'm hoping that he uses his wrestling just a little bit at the very least in this fight, like maybe to steal a round if it's a close round or something like that, because I don't see a finish. If it will be a finish, it'll be a late finish, maybe in the 4th or 5th. But Usman's going to be there. He's going to be pushing forward. He's going to be the more aggressive fighter. And like, I just think the only way that Edwards wins this fight is if he just outpoints Usman. But I don't see that happening because I think Usman has the better striking. He's the more powerful striker. I think he's got the better wrestling, better grappling against the cage, whatever you want to say. I mean, it's tough for me to pick Edwards, like you said. There's no really clear path to victory that I see other than decision. It may be like a split decision too, like a close decision. Because I don't see like a fluky knockout or anything, unless like, maybe Usman's knees pops out or something like with like Aspinall, but I don't think that's going to happen. So
no,
I like Usman here all day. I'd be shocked if he loses. I think, like you said earlier in the show, I think Colby Covington beats Edwards pretty single-handedly with his wrestling alone. So there it is.
Yeah, man. I mean, people picking Leon Edwards, you're getting a good price, but I just don't see where I like it. But you are getting a good price, but I just don't see where like his path to victory is going to be. It'd have to be a knockout, like you said. Like I just don't see him winning a decision over Kamaru.
For me, I don't see him knocking out Usman unless it's a fluky elbow or something. But I would say like if Edwards wins, it's by a close split decision. Like Usman's gonna win 2 rounds. I don't know which 2. So Edwards has to win 3. Like, so pick out the 3 rounds he's gonna win. Like Usman, I think, is really gonna win like round 1 and maybe like round 5. Because like you said, he kind of gasses out. Like look at the Nate Diaz fight. He gassed himself out because he was trying to get the finish, and Nate Diaz is pretty strong, and he freaking got knocked out or almost knocked out. I'm sorry, he got rocked. Let's put it that way. So
yeah.
What's up?
Say hi to Johnny. He can hear you. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, Daddy.
You know who she picked last week? You guys remember who she picked? Tyson Nam. Remember? She picked Tyson Nam.
That's true.
Yeah, you can have them when we're done, baby. I'm going to ask you a couple fights, all right? Who's going to win? Kamaru Usman or Leon Edwards? Who are you going to pick? Usman? Yeah, good girl. There's one. Here's one more. Paulo Costa or Luke Rockhold? Luke Rockhold. She's taking the dog.
Hot take.
Say bye to everybody, baby. We're going to see who, if you win this weekend, baby. You're on a roll right now. You're going to take the applesauce too, huh?
She's like, okay, thanks, bye.
She always takes my little fruit snacks I got here because I never get to eat dinner before this, so I try to snack. But yeah, man, so we're both heavy on Usman. Let's see. Lay. Oh, yeah, my boy Carlos had the Mango Kush.
Okay.
Lay said, the moment you arrived to Shadow City, Ben Askren is there waiting, definitely waiting, just like, hey, man, shit sucks, but Mike said, poor Ben. Yeah. Saba, Nigerian Nightmare by decision. Yep. Like that. You said Usman
by decision. I think it's going to be by decision or a late 5th round knockout or something.
Yep. Carlos said Usman is going to win this fight by unanimous decision 49-48, and maybe even a KO. Wouldn't be surprised. I like that.
Okay.
Like that. Devin said Ben and Tyrone sleeping on the floor when you get there. Yeah, both they, dude.
They're still sleeping.
Shadow City for sure, dude. Askren is like the Shadow City Walmart greeter. He is. Welcome to Shadow City, man. Sucks to be here, but music's good.
Yep.
Let's see. Effie said Usman bad knees and just had hand surgery. Come on, Leon. Ain't no.
Get out of here, Effie.
Ain't no. But I see the odds. I can see how people. But if you're gonna do that, you just got to pick Leon by decision, which probably has phenomenal freaking odds too.
Yeah, 700 plus 900, whatever that range. Like that's a good sprinkle bet. Like I'm not gonna blame anybody for doing that.
Yep. Yeah. Effie said Askren was employee of the month there for 3 years straight. Raw torque, rip Leon. Edwards literally let Nelson take him down. Exactly. Quick question, guys. If GSP was in his prime with Usman in his prime, that's what I don't know, man. Like,
I might say GSP, but
and Usman's bigger, bro. GSP's only 5'9". Like, Usman's 6'1". dude, and got the wrestling to stop the wrestling. I don't know. That would be, I would have loved to see it. That's for sure. Pop it, but just Leon's, or I mean, Usman's size advantage and like he's a big dude. Leon gets it going on his feet. Usman would take him down. Period. Yeah, that's why you got to favor these dudes that they go where the fight goes where they want it to go.
Yeah.
Daz said, yeah, Usman just grinding by round 4. I think he holds him up against the cage a lot. I don't know if he gets the full takedown, but I think he gets a lot of cage control.
Well, he did it against Masvidal the first time they fought, and I mean, he's good at doing that. So, I mean, that's a good option if he doesn't want to go for the takedowns.
All right, boys, I'm running late. I appreciate everybody. We both appreciate everybody coming out for both of our streams. It's going to be awesome. We was going to have a stream. Johnny's going to be out of town, and I was going to do a UFC 278 stream on my channel, but Brady from BFS by the Numbers asked me to be on his pre-show for the UFC 278 show this weekend, so I'm going to go do that, and then we will be back on Johnny's channel for 279 and UFC 280.
Or we can do your channel, whichever. We'll figure it out later, though. It don't matter.
We're definitely in the UFC 280. We're going to have a crazy panel. All of them, so.
Don't miss out on the 280. Please don't miss out.
And like you said, man, like we said, this show is for everybody. That's why it kind of sucks. We got rushed through the last picks, but you guys already heard our picks on our videos. Yep. We're here to chat with you guys. So sorry if we don't give you as much information on the last ones, but like to get everybody's input. But thank you, everybody.
I was going to say, if you want more information on the fights, like check out like my channel, your channel. Definitely subscribe to Blood Money. We're trying to get them to 1,000 subscribers. And it might not happen at the end of this month since we don't have fights next week, but let's do it by the middle of September. We got 2 more. Let's do.
My year is up at the end of September. That's
before the end of that for sure. We got this.
Got to. I put in a lot of hard work, and everybody go to JohnnyKPicks page and subscribe to his stuff too. Check us out on Twitter.
No, you don't have to. No, right? I mean, it's fine.
Go there. He's got a big following. He's trying to get to 2,000. You're on your way to that. So let's
get in there.
Let's get us both there. But thank you, everybody, for showing up. We appreciate all you guys, and good luck this weekend. Fuck UFC San Diego. We're all going to get that money back this weekend. And if you won on UFC San Diego, congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
But see you guys. Thank you all for joining us, man. Good luck, guys.
Take care, guys. Peace out.
See ya.